This is the House of Hockey podcast on the Hockey Podcast Network. Hockey is more than a game, it's a lifestyle. It's you, the diehard supportive fans, your favorite players who are on the team you cheer for, and the organization who supports them.
The companies that make your gear, bags, and beer league sweaters. The hockey moms and hockey dads, and everything else that makes this House of Hockey your home. Come on in. I'm Breezy.
And I'm Ray Ray.
And this is our house.
I'm going to tell you, this week has been the weirdest week. I swear to God, I don't know if you know anything about the universe, but I think something's going on because I am not okay.
What happened?
I don't know. I feel like I'm dying. I'm like tired or something. I'm not dying. That's being dramatic, but.
Okay, good. Well, welcome everybody to episode 106 of the House of Hockey podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ray Ray.
I'm your other host, Breezy. Still alive, don't worry.
Okay, so we had dinner with our psychic medium friend last night, and she said that there are big, heavy things happening in the universe right now with the planets and energy shifting, and people are experiencing like headaches for no reason, like weird swelling things out of nowhere. She's been feeling really dizzy. Like she gets these bouts of like very severe dizziness that aren't caused by anything else. So that's what I got for you.
I'm just tired and sore everywhere. It's like I don't want to move. That makes any sense.
You could also just be suffering from exhaustion.
Well, that's weird that you had a dinner with a psychic lady last night, though.
She's our friend. She's Tony's and my friend. So it's not like we have dinner and like hang out with her all the time. So
it wasn't just like something's going on. Can you come get dinner with us?
No. She's like a legit friend. That's what's going on in the universe. You're not going crazy. You're not dying. If anybody has further questions, I can connect you with Gloria, the psychic medium.
Yes, Gloria, the psychic medium. There we go.
Yeah.
I do have something to say. We missed it, I guess technically 2 weeks ago.
What?
That was our 2-year anniversary of doing the podcast.
Oh, shoot, Ski Breezy.
I know. That's okay.
What does that say about us? That we just are so in it that we are there, or are we like bad celebrating our partnership?
Well, I looked back in March 17th, 2020 was our first episode ever. So this episode technically comes out, March 29th? So
sure.
it would have been Abby's episode, Abby Grimaldi's episode that we would have had to. So that would have been the week that would have been our 2 years.
Aww. Happy anniversary. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I don't often stop and think back. We're just going, we're watching hockey, we're getting guests, we're talking about everything that's going on. And we never really stopped to celebrate. Like we didn't even really celebrate our 100th episode. We kind of did, but like, does any of that really matter? No. I mean, I don't know.
But to think that, you and I have been talking every single week, sometimes multiple times during the week for 2 years straight. Like, I mean, I talk to you some more than my own friend, like other friends sometimes.
See, so. Me too.
Crazy.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're in my life. I'm glad we do this together.
I know, right there with you. It's fun. I mean, it's something I look forward to every week, but I was thinking this morning, I was like, holy crap, it's been 2 years.
It's like crazy.
Wow, time flies.
It does. No, I told you this many times, and I think I've even said it here. Like, I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else.
Yeah.
I have so much fun doing this with you, and we make a great team with all the roles and duties and things that we need to do with booking and scheduling and social and all that stuff. And you know, it's fun. We have fun.
It is fun. Yeah. I mean, I'm right there with you. I wouldn't want to do it with anybody else. I think we do a a pretty good job. I think we ruffle some people's feathers sometimes, which it's okay.
That means we're doing it right. That means we're doing it right because we're evoking opinions and thoughts in people. So you're not going to always agree with us. But that's what's fun about it.
Yeah. And we have fun doing it, where a lot of the conversations we have are just more so fun and not serious. And we've had a lot of serious conversations. But I think that's what makes us different than everybody else. We have fun doing it. We have fun conversations. We poke fun at each other, poke fun at teams. As of last week, we ruffled more feathers by beating up a couple teams verbally.
Hey,
it's fine. It's all good.
It's all in good fun. It's not in a harmful nature or hurtful nature by any means.
Right. Yep, exactly.
Speaking of some downers and teams that are going to be kicked while they're down, let's just go with the Canadians are officially eliminated from the playoffs.
They are. It's so crazy to think that they were competing for the Stanley Cup last year. I mean, that just shows you how crazy this league is, right? Like, you get rid of a couple players, some players get injured, or just start off on the wrong foot or the wrong skate in the beginning of the season, and it's all downhill from there. Crazy to see. I didn't expect that, but I think Arizona will be probably next. They have about the same amount of points and whatnot, probably followed by the Seattle Kraken. So we're going to start seeing them kind of drop like flies, which is going to be sad because there's still fun games to watch when certain teams play. So but I think it just makes it a little bit more surreal that playoffs are almost here, which is pretty fun.
Yes, it's going to start to get really interesting. And lots of people with injuries from like a couple of months ago are coming back into the lineup, and that shifts the dynamics. And we're seeing everybody from the trade deadline sort of implementing. Fleury will have already played his first official game in net with the Wild when this airs, and a lot is happening. Like, go Fleury, go Wild. That's where I stand in the Central Division right now. Like, I'm not a fan of them, but like, I just want to see them go far. I don't know if they have what it takes to go all the way, but I do think they can give some teams a run for their money this year. So I'm excited to watch them in the playoffs.
I think they can give a lot of teams a run for their money. And I think that I don't want to come out and say underdog, but I don't think a lot of people had expected them to play as well as they did. Unless you're a Wild fan, then you're obviously going to be, backing your team. But speaking of Fleury, when he got traded to the Blackhawks, you said that you wanted to potentially get a Fleury jersey. Yeah. Now, he obviously was traded. His jersey's probably going to be on sale and cheaper. I personally think that you should still get one because
why?
One of your favorite goalies, right? Blackhawks are obviously your team. He was there for a short amount of time. It was shocking. It's going to be a memory you're always going to remember. And why not? Like, you're never going to be able to get a Fleury Blackhawks jersey without it being like, well, he never played on your team. He did for like a month.
He did. I think you're right. And we had this discussion over chat, texting this week. And I immediately went and looked on the official, like, if I'm going to get an official, I'm going to get an official jersey. Like, I'm not going to get a Fanatics jersey, right? I'm going to get like a legit, authentic Adidas one. And it wouldn't load. Jerseys wouldn't load. All I could get was like t-shirts and other junk that's like not the same. Yeah. And I have to go back and look. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were sold out now all of a sudden. But
that is true.
I think that would be cool. I do love Fleury. He's definitely one of my favorite players. And to have his Hawks jersey would be pretty cool. Do I get it in red or do I get it in white? Do I get it in the away? I don't have any away jerseys.
I think you should do the away one. I think it's he came and he went away.
Yeah, exactly. I'll see what I can find. I'm going to have to do some looking when we get off here, because when I tried to look, like I said, like the official Blackhawks store, it wouldn't load. Like, it wouldn't come up, like all of a sudden they had taken them down for like unavailable for purchase, which is like crazy to me. Why they wouldn't want to make a bunch more money off of merch is beyond,
Yeah.
but who knows? Maybe they have their reasons.
Yeah.
Speaking of jerseys, did you get your hands on the Justin Bieber design jersey, whatever the hell it's called? Everybody was like buzzing about this reversible something Justin Bieber designed jersey. I was like kind of groany about it. I was like, really? Bieber's like,
man.
He's designing a jersey. Ay, ay, ay. But then I was like, well, this is good for the game. He's getting a different generation involved. So are you still on a waiting list? What's going on?
Yeah. So I just signed up through the Drew House, which is Justin Bieber's company, right? It is cool. Like you said, next generation, they are using that as their next gen jersey, which is right. Their next gen games have been celebrated every year since 2017. So it's basically helping out. I'm trying to figure out what the right words here are. I have it somewhere in our notes. What is it?
It's an event that with the purpose to celebrate the youth community and unite hockey fans of all ages.
Yeah.
So it's a reversible jersey, right?
First ever reversible jersey in North American sports, which is really cool. And it also, so it has the traditional Leafs blue, and then you turn it inside out, and it has the yellow and black Drew House colors with the Drew House eyes and the maple leaves, like the smiley face.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's cool. I think it's definitely like a Maple Leafs thing. I mean, Justin Bieber's obviously a huge Maple Leafs fan. He grew up a Maple Leafs fan. Really good friends with all the guys on the team, especially his bromance with Austin Matthews. If you haven't seen the clip of them like hugging each other, you should definitely go watch it, or you can input it here. But it's cool. I mean, I saw it, and I tried to going and buying one, and sold out everywhere. So, I mean, they have like women's ones available through Real Sports, which is a Canadian based, like, I don't know, like Dick's Sporting Goods or something. I don't know how you would transfer that into to the United States. But yeah, I'm on a waiting list. We'll see if I get one, if the universe wants me to get one, since we're all about the universe on this episode. It'll come up. I'm having a hard time with jerseys this
sure are. You sure are. Okay,
I'm trying to get a Freddie Freeman Dodger jersey, and then I only want a gray or blue one. They only have white, and then I was like, maybe I should just buy the white, and then they're out of my size, and now I'm like, well, crap.
Can't get a Fleury Blackhawks jersey anymore. You can't get your Drew House jersey. Who would you even get?
For what the
player?
Drew House?
Yeah. Would you get a player or a generic?
I think just a generic one. I think it would be cool but I mean, if I were to get a player, I would probably get a Matthews one. I have a Matthews jersey as is, or a Marner one would be pretty cool too. I don't know.
That'd be cool.
I don't know. Either one of them, but probably just I don't really need a number. I just think it'd be cool just to have the jersey itself. So, that's probably my first pick. We'll see.
Yeah. That was my first thought. I was like, Breezy's going to lose her mind when she sees these jerseys and is going to be all over it.
I lost my mind. I absolutely lost my mind.
And did you see, I think the Leafs posted this, but Martha Stewart accidentally leaked the fact that Bieber was designing a jersey for them or something. And go back and look at the Leafs Instagram. I'm pretty sure it was there, but I guess she accidentally said something about it with Justin or something. And then the Leafs commented on the post with the side eye emoji, what? Hello, this isn't official yet, but I don't know. I think they were having fun with it. I don't think they were seriously mad at Martha Stewart, but
yikes, Martha cheating on Snoop with Biebs. Dicey.
Such a wonderful world we live in where people like that are friends. This week's episode of the House of Hockey podcast is brought to you by The NHL season has been packed with dirty dangles, hat tricks, and big wins. As the action rolls on, DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL, has your shot to win big too. New customers can bet just $1 on any team and get $150 in free bets if they win. That's right, a bump in the win column for your team means free bets for you. If Sportsbook isn't available in your state yet, you still have a shot to light the lamp. Everyone can play for huge cash prizes with DraftKings daily fantasy hockey contests. DraftKings is giving all new customers a free shot at millions of dollars in total prizes with their first deposit. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. Use promo code THPN. That's THPN for the Hockey Podcast Network. Bet just $1 on any NHL team and get $150 in free bets if they win. That's promo code THPN at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NHL. 21 and over, restrictions apply. See show notes for details. Something that's also been wonderful on social media this week that you have been loving.
Oh my God, don't even get me started on the Bruins. Their social team is bringing me so much joy. They posted another video of Charlie Coyle walking like that. I just can't stop laughing at all these things. I don't know.
What was they did like a funny TikTok with
Hampus Lindholm and Brad Marchand.
Yeah, which was really funny.
That
and then
they did a behind the scenes of that one where it's just Brad being like, "You new here?"
So good.
Oh my God.
So good. And then something else. Brizzy's just been spamming me with like every post out of the Bruins social team. So whoever you are, kudos.
It's a good thing
Brizzy
you don't
loves
have a
you.
TikTok because I spam not all of my friends, but I have like 2 friends, one guy I work with, and then my best friend. And I just spam them all day long with the weirdest, most stupid, but like funny videos. And I'm like, good thing Ray doesn't have one of these because she would be so annoyed at me.
Hey, if they're good, it's fine. But, all day, like you could get stuck. I mean, everything is seemingly really funny on TikTok. So I don't know.
It is. It really is.
I can't. It's too much for me. I have it's just too much happening.
Oh,
I can't do it. You know what else? Bruins, I can't handle. What?
The freaking Bruins, man.
It's fixing the weird universal week you had is all things Bruins.
I know. I just need to go to the Bruins page and even the NHL has fun. They had one of Trevor Zegras. I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I saved it. I was going to send it to you, but then I was like, no, I got to pump the brakes on sending you stuff.
It's okay. You can send me stuff. It's fine. You're not the
Zegras one, he was like sitting on the bench with like this like weird like face. And then it like went to like a picture of him and it was like, rawr.
I don't know what's happening. God. I'm sure like the generation before us is like, what is wrong with these people? And what are these videos? And why are these hockey players making them?
Oh man, I'm going to send you the Zegras one.
Okay.
It's so funny. Anyway, I got to get off of the subject.
Okay. Something exciting that's happening this week. Thursday, if all goes well, Jonathan Toews will be playing his 1,000th game, which is an honor. And I'm so excited for him. And I'm so happy that's happening with the Blackhawks. It would have obviously happened sooner if he had not been out last season for his autoimmune issues that he was dealing with. And he also was in concussion protocol this season for a couple weeks. And I'm just really happy for him. And I'm happy he gets to do that with the Blackhawks and just like Kaner. And it's great. He doesn't like a whole lot of hubbub around him and pomp and circumstance and all of that. But I really hope that the Blackhawks find a way to do something and celebrate for him this season, because the next season is really kind of unknown for Johnny Toews, as he and Kane, and it's not sure if they're going to stick around for this quote rebuild that the Blackhawks have like officially said that is happening. And we saw at the trade deadline, and Taves was saying he was not super happy to see, Fleury and Hagel go and Carpenter. And I think that's sort of speaking volumes. I think they're obviously gonna make it through this season, and we'll see what happens in the final year of their contract. But it's over. It's over. It's over. It's very sad. But I'm gonna try to stay positive and enjoy his 1000th game on Thursday. They're in Florida.
Yeah. So if Johnny Tays and Patrick Kane do end up moving, I mean, are you going to follow them to where they go? I mean, you're obviously always going to be a Blackhawks fan. So
yeah.
Are you going to, that's going to be a decision you're going to have to make.
Well, I'll just keep an eye on them. How about that?
I don't know about that. I think you're probably going to be jumping, I don't want to say jumping ship, but maybe having a foot on both ships.
We'll see. It'll depend on how stupid the stupid decisions the organization makes when that happens, and how they spend their money on this quote rebuild. So we'll see how all that goes.
I'm going to say Johnny Tays to the Islanders, and you're going to have Johnny Tays and Matt Barzal. And you're going to flip your lid. Yep.
I will have to add a second team. I'll have to really seriously consider adding a second team to my list of teams I follow.
Your list of teams of one team you follow.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, man.
But if that happened, I mean, yeah. Somebody that's really got me all verklempt with emotion is the Edmonton Oilers. I spent a good 5 minutes bawling my eyes out this morning because they had a 5-year-old boy who has brain cancer on the team, and they did all these videos. It's going to be hard for me to get through this. His name is Ben Stelter. He's 5 years old, and he was the Scotiabank skater of the game. He had a brain tumor a year ago that they removed, and he underwent something like 30 radiation or cancer chemo treatments. I don't have all the facts, but he's about to undergo some more treatment, and they had him in the I can't, I'm going to start crying. They had him in the locker room, and it was just like the sweetest thing seeing all the boys I can't, you got to tell the story. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. It was like,
no, they had him in the locker room. Yeah, they had him in the locker room. They gave him the game-winning jersey and like helmet that they do. I don't follow the whole thing that they do at the end of the games, but he was on the ice. It was cool. It was good to see, and he was in the stands. Who was he on? He did it was a post-game interview with. Anyway, he stopped the interview. He goes, "Did you hear that, buddy? They're chanting your name out there."
Yes.
And he was just like, "Yeah."
And I'm like, and like I see Connor McDavid like coaching him onto the ice because he came out on the ice for the anthem and all of that. And he's like, you can see him like really being like talking to him as like a real person. And it just, I don't know, I just feel it so strongly. It just makes me, I'm like happy tears, but it's also like, Jesus H, like, why is a little kid making me like all teary-eyed on this podcast? Like, that's just crazy.
Everyone is on the same boat when you see, I mean, no one deserves to go through, cancer or anything like that. But when a kid is going through it, I think it really pulls the heartstrings. Like, kids shouldn't have to go through such traumatic events in their life, like cancer or, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah.
I think it pulls everyone's heartstrings but to see
would you be able to play hockey after that? I would not be able to play hockey. I would be like, don't they have a therapy dog there? I would be like, I need the therapy dog. I need some hugs right now. Like I can't play coach. I'm out. I'm out. I'm a healthy scratch. I can't.
You're like, I'm done. I can make you really happy though.
Please do.
We could switch roles here. Matt Dumba scared the absolute bejeebus out of Moose, Uncle Moose.
Oh my God, please, I need to see that. I'm a horrible person. I'm like, scaring people makes me laugh. What the hell?
Oh, it was so funny. Matt Dumba hid. So he got his hotel key first and went into Marcus's room. And he put his bag, like Matt Dumba's bag, into the shower. He made it so Marcus, Uncle Moose, couldn't see it. Then he hid in the closet. And he goes, him being a true Italian man, I knew he's going to be hanging up his, his suits up in the closet. He goes, and then he laid down in bed and he was like typing on his phone. And then, but Matt Dumba had his phone, so he was like video recording the whole thing. So when Uncle Moose got up to open it, I like how we're calling him Uncle Moose, by the way, but whatever. He opened up the closet door, and Matt just scared the crap out of him. And Marcus like falls on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna need to watch that, and also everybody else who just started crying because of that 5-year-old.
Oh man,
Ben, that's the antidote. Right. Okay, good. Yes, please send me those videos. You can spam me with that kind of content. Something else happened to another player who was able to see the birth of his child. Steve, that's not going to make me cry. That doesn't make me cry.
But that was really cool. So Tanner Jeneau obviously plays for Preds. They were playing up in Vegas. They're on a little bit of a west coast road trip, and he was told that he can get home right in time to see the birth of his first child. So he boarded the plane and he got to Nashville on time, and his wife gave birth to his first baby boy named Jace Robert Patrick Jeneau. And I read the name and I was like, that just immediately reminds me of Justin Bobby from The Hills. But
yes.
So
Jace Bobby.
Yeah, Jace Bobby. No, not Jace Patrick. What? My notes are so messed up right now.
Jace Robert Patrick.
Yeah, Jace Robert Patrick Jeneau.
Jace Bobby Patty Jeneau.
Bobby Patty Jeneau. Yeah.
The wife is like, don't ever call him that, Rachel.
Yeah. Yeah.
His wife is like, don't ever call him
and
that.
And the way they spell Jace, Jayce, you can just call him J Bob Pat.
J Bob Pat. JBP.
JBP.
Or JJ. Or JJ. Jace Jeneau. JJ.
Jeneau. I like that. Jace Jeneau.
Kid's got tons of nicknames already. Jesus.
He's going to be a great hockey player.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Also something sort of exciting in the women's side of professional hockey. In case you didn't know, the PHF, which is now the Premier Hockey Federation, that was formerly the National Women's Hockey League, the NWHL. Sorry, there's so many acronyms. They rebranded this year. So that's the only official women's professional hockey in North America. Well, they had a really big meeting with the NHL and the PWHPA, which there's going to be a quiz on this later, the Professional Women's Hockey Players Association. So that is like people like Hillary Knight, Kendall Coyne Schofield, who are part of that association. They do this Secret Dream Gap World Tour, that's one group. And they both cannot really come to terms on how to proceed in like a unified front. So both groups met this past week in New York at the request of the NHL to really start discussions again and thaw those relationships and to get those two sides working together. They both have very different ideas of what should be this professional women's hockey league, and they really just need a united front. So there hasn't been a whole lot of reports out as of today when we're recording this on like where we're at now. However, one exciting thing that came out was Willie O'Ree has decided to become part of the ownership group of the Boston Pride, which is in the Premier Hockey Federation. So he's investing in women's professional hockey. And I think that might be as a result maybe of some of these discussions. I don't know. This could have been something completely unrelated, but either way, to have a big name backing and getting involved is super exciting. And you love to hear it. And I'm glad that the NHL is helping sort of navigate these conversations because there's a need for it. We saw it with the Olympics, and it's important to talk about these things. Also, in every article I read, so the championship for the PHF is going on right now as we speak while we're recording this. So when this episode comes out, it will have already been over, but you could probably go back on ESPN Plus and watch the games. But the championship to win the Isabel Cup is happening right now as we're recording this. And all the articles I was reading, nobody in the press, it pisses me off to holy hell. Nobody puts links to where to watch the games, links to the schedule, how to watch. They write articles about this stuff, but they don't put like promotion or like where you can go to watch this game or when it's happening or where it's airing or where it's even fucking taking place. So you could go buy goddamn tickets and watch. It's like so infuriating to me that like the internal process of this is like not there to promote and advocate. And then when you go to their website, it's like it's okay. It's definitely better from years like past, but it was hard to like find like there's no like hyperlinks to figure out like where to go watch. And like that's a big problem and it needs to be addressed. And like I don't mean to like call them out, but like these are some of the things that like we need to have happen in order to grow the game, and that's like not all there. I know everybody's working really hard and they don't have a big budget and there's like one person doing 50 jobs there, so like I get it, but we need more.
But if you want to be able to add more people to your team to get the better website and whatnot, you need to have viewers. So
right,
just take an extra 5 minutes and find the link, get the link and put it in there.
Yeah. Like there's important things that are just like there's little gaps missing here and there. But anyway, not poo-pooing it, just very happy to see what is to come with women's professional hockey here in
definitely. And I think Willia Reed's going to be, the first of many that are going to start, putting their foot in there. I have a feeling Sidney Crosby's name's probably going to be coming up, supporting the women's side. Probably if he ends up retiring, I feel like he would be a good advocate to grow the game there on that side. So that's just my personal opinion. Don't take words for that. We probably could cut that out, but
no, I like
one name that comes to mind that I would say he's probably gonna put his name on it and try to grow the game on that side as well.
Yeah, but that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got too. I just really want to go watch the Bruins TikTok now.
I got to go watch Matt Dumba and cheer myself up. Yeah, it's like if I watch The Notebook, guaranteed bawling my eyes out. I've seen the movie a bunch of times. I know what happens.
Really?
Just waterworks. Huh. Steel Magnolia, waterworks.
No idea what that is.
You've never seen Steel Magnolia?
No, but have you seen The Land Before Time when the mom dies? Yeah, that'll get me. That'll get me.
I can't watch E.T. I haven't watched E.T. since I was 3 years old.
My dad worked on E.T.
Did he really?
He did, yeah.
Oh, that movie. Bawling. Can't watch it. Hurts too much. Too painful. Land Before Time. Yep. Like when all those Disney movies where the moms die.
Bambi.
It's like,
come on.
It's too much. Dumbo. Doesn't the mom in Dumbo die?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't know. I try to block these horrible traumas out of my mind. It's like too much.
But The Proposal, on the other hand, that movie is gold.
That's a good movie.
I don't care what your gender is, what age you are. You watch The Proposal, you will laugh. You will have a good time. It is not the movie what you think it is if you haven't seen it. It is the best.
Sandy Bullock and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes.
And a bunch of other great people. Betty White. Yeah. Bless her soul.
Oh, man.
It's a good one. All right. I'm going to go laugh.
You should. And I don't know, I'm going to go laugh too.
Thanks for coming over to our House of Hockey podcast and hanging out with us. We'll be back next week with a brand new episode. And in the meantime, you can follow us on social media. Just look for House of Hockey podcast. We'll be back next week.